The next award is the Glenn G. Bartle Distinguished Alumna Award, which recognizes and honors a graduate who has distinguished him or herself since graduating from the university and serves as a memorial to Dr. Glenn G. Bartle, the first president of Harper College. This award honors alumni who have rendered outstanding voluntary service to the Binghamton University community, while also serving their own communities, their careers, and their country. At this time, I'd like to ask Michelle Gardner, Major Gifts Officer, to come forward to speak on behalf of Hari Sharari, Dean of the Thomas J. Watson School of Engineering and Applied Sciences.
Hello. I was very recently named the university's Senior Director of Development, Communications, and Stewardship, but most of you know that for the almost 2 decades I've had the good fortune of representing the Watson School and the principal gift activity, the work with our donors and the people who impact our school, and it's been an incredible good fortune for me. Dean Sri Hari deeply regrets that he's unable to be here tonight to recognize the incredible contribution of our alumni. However, his obligations off campus give me the rare opportunity to introduce the 2014 recipient of the Glenn G. Bartle Distinguished Alumna Award. When I first met Geraldine MacDonald, I had the disconcerting experience of meeting an alumnus who 20 years after graduation knew more people on campus than I ever would. And part of that happens when you launch your career by, in effect, launching the internet from Binghamton University. And Jerry's profile that you read in the program tonight doesn't tell half of the story. And her remarks this evening will not tell the other half of the story. What she has done professionally is truly remarkable. And the fact that she came to Binghamton initially at a time when women had a curfew to come back to their dormitory rooms, and she became one of the internet's pioneers from our classrooms, from our laboratories, is remarkable. From the internet backbone to the computer pods to that which today is the information commons, those of you who are students, who have been students at Binghamton University, who take for granted the kind of innovations that we have, would never truly understand what Jerry's impact was. It's quite remarkable to me. She has given of her time, she has given of her resources, she has given of her talents to inspire young women, to advance professional development, and to enable career success. To be quite frank, I look at Jerry as a role model, and I know her as a friend, and I am truly honored to invite her to the podium to accept this award. I'm truly honored to accept this award tonight, and I want to start by thanking everyone for this special opportunity. Being a Binghamton alum has been a significant part of my life, and the Glenn G. Bartle Award is a wonderful way to be recognized by the Binghamton community. I especially want to express my appreciation to Dean Sri Hari for nominating me for this award. And before I say any more, I do want to say that I was also a 16-year-old undergraduate from the Bronx, and so we have a lot in common tonight. It might be said that I went to college when dinosaurs roamed the earth. Back when I was an undergraduate here at Harper College, women had a curfew. We had no computers, electronic calculators, video games, or cable TV in our dorm rooms. Cell phones? Really? There was one phone per hallway. And not only did everyone on the floor share that device, we also heard all of each other's conversations. And back when students complained about not having enough bars, they weren't complaining about their cell phone coverage. Binghamton had a quirky trimester calendar in the 60s, which actually allowed me to graduate with a BA at age 19 and a half, and gave me a big head start. My classmates and I crawled out of a very low-tech analog world and almost instantly hit the computer explosion of the late 60s. Very few college campuses had computers in those days, and we had some pretty fancy analog calculators, but they were one step beyond an abacus. If I had conformed to the tradition as a female college graduate, I would have gotten married, or started teaching at the K through 12 level, or become a librarian or a nurse. I was headed in the K through 12 direction, but I did what many unemployed college grads did in New York City in the summer of 1968. I read the New York Times want ads printed on paper. There was a section that started, "College grads, we will train you," and many of those ads were about programming computers. I took a chance, went for a few interviews, and as they say, the rest is history. I was in the right place at the right time, and although a cliche, knowing how to seize the moment is what made all the difference. I went to work in high tech, first programming computers, then managing computer operations here at Binghamton University, and subsequently building access networks for America Online. Though partially retired, I still work today as a consultant to various companies. My 2 degrees from Binghamton, a BA and an MS, were the foundation of my long career in computer engineering and technology. The opportunity to explore new things and use one's creativity and imagination helped me to strive to make an impact. I always felt that if technology were available to everyone and anyone, it could make a difference. It led to my building the Binghamton campus computing infrastructure and to the creation of the early smart classrooms and computer pods on campus. Binghamton became one of the 15 research universities in New York State that founded NYSERNet, Binghamton University's original access to the internet. At that time, the National Science Foundation was providing funding to statewide consortia to interconnect, and it was called the National Education and Research Network, limited to university connections. I was one of the original board members and founding officers of this not-for-profit organization that eventually evolved into what we know as the internet. In the mid-1990s, I could see that internet access was about to become ubiquitous in every home through the arrival of dial-up online services. I was recruited to America Online and began building networks to connect millions. Again, making technology accessible and available. We all touch a screen today, and we are instantly connected. One never thinks of the myriads of boxes and cables that had to be put in place to bring us to where we are today. Behind the scenes, I was named one of the unsung heroes of the internet as we brought the internet to everyone. My degree was, and still is, a passport to the future. We may work in the field of our major, and then again, we can work at anything that interests us. Be flexible, work hard, put a toe in to test the water, and go where no man or woman has gone before. What Binghamton has given us are some of the best tools and skills that anyone can ask for, to say nothing of some of the best years of our life. It's a gift to be savored, not wasted, and someday to return the favor and say thank you by giving back. And again, let me say thank you for this honor tonight.